Hello guys, welcome back with me, and today we're gonna discuss, is the Bitcoin bull run over and where to focus on now? So let's get on with the topic and the things we're gonna discuss today. There's a few things we're gonna discuss today, and of course it's gonna be the Bitcoin chart and the recent news from Elon and Trump, the M2 money supply and the exchange balance, the total and total tree, Bitcoin dominance, total tree versus total tree, ETH BTC, and ETH charge. There's the importance of discussing this today, and it's very time sensitive, and I think you don't want to miss this opportunity. So let's go to the first topic, which is Bitcoin chart and where we are right now, and the current news that made this drop in the first place. So as we guys know, impeachment of stay and bitter economy, Trump and Musk just an astonishing social media duo, and this creates this drama between Trump and Elon Musk. As we all know, it creates this dip to in price. It wrecks in the Bitcoin price where it dips to 101k. Yes, and this is actually similar to my yesterday's research and outlook, where I said that this may be a head and shoulder pattern here, and it did dip here, right? See, it did break down, going for its fair value gap. And in my opinion, this is not fully closed yet. It just lexed here, but it's not fully closed yet. We may have a continuation of this dump because as we can see, the volume is not really significant too at current price action. So there may be a dump continuation. Not to also forget to mention that the war between Ukraine and Russia is heating up. So we may see a chop here uh, for the short-term period. And in the midterm view, it's compromised. I was quite bullish in the midterm to long-term view, but it's quite compromised now as how the situations developed. And well, I personally am still quite bullish mid to long term view unless it doesn't really break down below 98k here. If it doesn't break down below 98k, I'm still quite bullish. So honestly, this is the level we should look on forward to as our invalidation in the short term. But unless it doesn't break down and closes below 98k, I'm still bullish for the long term. And to mention and to answer uh, your guys' question is the Bitcoin bull run over? Is this a double top? Some people see it like this. Is this a double top or is this a triple top? Right? And of course, I don't think it's that easy to say the bull run is over. In my opinion, according to the data that we have now, mid to long term view is still very, very bullish. Even though the short term view, it may be choppy, but the long term view is still very bullish because of the data that I'm going to show you. First of all, this is the yesterday's data that, uh, that I've showed. Even at current price, the Bitcoin balance exchange is still dropping, guys. So they're taking out from their hot wallets into their cold wallets, and they don't really want to sell Bitcoin right now, and they're still even accumulating at current stage when Bitcoin is at 100k. And the second reason is also, well, there's some, sorry, there's some interesting data that I want to show you. You guys have seen this before, the M2 Global Liquidity Index with an offset of 84 days. As you guys can see, that the the chart is very similar with one another. Bitcoin and M2 Global Index with an 84 days offset. Okay, guys, and you can see when it dips, Bitcoin dips. See, it dips, Bitcoin dips too. Sorry. Okay, and in my opinion, we have a gap to close. If we look at this M2 money supply data, we have a gap to close before Bitcoin starts rallying again. So in my outlook and thesis, Bitcoin may range around this current fair value gap. until it closes the gap for 10 to 12 days. So it's quite similar to the M2 money supply. So here's the current outlook that I may have. According to M2 money supply is probably like this around the fair value gap, and then it goes up again. Okay, guys. So in my opinion, this whole thing, this news from Elon and Trump drama is just noise, guys. I want you to be able to see the bigger picture. Okay, and if you guys can see, technically, if we go to the weekly time frame, I'm sorry, this is very. I'll just go to another chart that is quite clear. Okay, okay. This is the Bitcoin chart. It's the same. It's just no more drawings. Now, if you guys can see here, if you use the Fibonacci and match it with the 0.382 level, which is a strong level, if the trend is strong, okay, it is very likely to bounce here. Okay, same where the fair value gap is, same where the major support is, same as where the Fibonacci 0.382 is. So in my opinion, the outlook is very, very positive, and don't let this news drive you away from the main attention and the main focus. Okay, guys, the M2 global money supply is still going upwards. There's no uh, any significant where it may stop now. Still very a long way to go, guys. Okay, and okay, to the next discussion. That's for Bitcoin. And in my opinion, the bull run is not over. We're far from over. And where to focus on now, right? Where to focus on now? Where to focus on now? Total and total tree. Let's open total and total tree chart. Okay. There's invalidated with the stochastics yesterday. I said this is the bullish divergence, and it's true. It's invalidated because I did also say we cannot take stochastic and just like look at it with such ease. We have to look with the volume, the the major supports, and it did break down to the next major support, which is the dark green area, with invalidations around 2.94 trillion. And in my opinion, we may bounce back from here, guys, according to this bullish divergence. But of course, I don't want to guess. I want to look for confirmation here. But similar to Bitcoin movement, okay, for the total chart, there's a possibility where we range around this area, take liquidity, and when the volume starts rising, that's our confirmation to actually be to come into the market and start being aggressive. But for now, it's a time to wait and see at least for the next 11 to 12 days. So I'm saying that's around like until the mid of June. So yeah, always have invalidations too though. And this is also correlated with the total tree chart. See, it also has a bullish divergence, but it's breakdown. Where can we expect the total tree to break down until? It's, well, according to current major support, the next level we're looking at is at 785 billion. Okay, so because we have broken down from this major support level, the next level we're looking at is around there. Okay, if we're able to go here and catch this bottom and accumulate here, I think it will be such a great idea because it's still in a positive trend, right? In the weekly time frame, weekly perception, it's a positive trend, guys. Don't forget. And yeah, I just think it's a really great opportunity. This dip is such a blessing with current data that's out there. We ought to be bullish, guys. But I'm not telling you to be bullish right now on alts because of the next data that I will show you, which is what is it? The Bitcoin dominance. Okay. The Bitcoin dominance itself, I said there's a bearish divergence here. It could continue this ascending wedge pattern, but it's also have invalidations, right? And like the previous ones, even when we thought this was an alt season, it turns out to just be a fake out, right? It's a bear trap. Yeah, bear trap. It's a trap, guys. Okay, and I think if Bitcoin does breaks out from this channel, from this really big ascending channel, we can see Bitcoin being very dominant. Okay, and I don't think Bitcoin at 103K is that expensive just yet. I would think Bitcoin above 150K, now that's already like you gotta be cautious zone. But right now, Bitcoin still can go rally up, okay, guys, and it doesn't shows a sign of slowing down just yet. So to be on alts right now, I don't think that's the greatest of ideas, but you can start positioning. You can start positioning on strong alts that can beat Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, and why I said Ethereum, I will tell you in a moment why I said Ethereum. You must be able to beat Ethereum. Okay, to the next chart, which is the total and total tree. Okay, total and total tree. Sorry, it's around here. Okay, if you see total and total tree, just from this chart, okay, it's definitely creating a base rally, right? Base rally. And if total rally against total tree, the definite winner is, well, the total, right? The total market cap, and total tree may be underperforming. So if us cannot outperform the majors, I don't think we should even look at like the opportunities just yet or go aggressive just yet. We may position on some alts that are strong, but not all alts just yet. It's not alt season just yet. And in my personal view, you should be able to focus right now on just Bitcoin and Ethereum first, just the majors. This is major season in my opinion because Bitcoin still have much room to grow, Ethereum has much room to grow, and why I'm still very bullish on Ethereum is also because of this, that a chart that I showed to you in the last outlook, it is starting to outperform Bitcoin. Okay, this is an interesting data. It also have a bullish divergence, but it may be invalid. Of course, I have my invalidation level. If it does start, if Bitcoin starts to outperform Ethereum again, I will lessen my risk and cut my position in Ethereum, some of my position in Ethereum. But to actually have position in Ethereum now, I think it's a great time to accumulate. Okay, guys. And looking at the current ETH chart is just still a possible ascending triangle here. Okay, and it might break out upwards, but looking at current situation, we are retesting the support at the current trend line. So we must keep an eye on this. I don't say there's a 100% chance of winning in any trade. So keep your invalidations level tight and have your invalidations in place. And looking at the Ethereum chart itself, I have my own invalidation and trading plans. This is my current average in Ethereum is around $2,163. But if it does breaks down from this base, I would say this is a rally-based rally, right? If it breaks down from this base, I would de-risk 25% as set in my trading plan. So right now it's close, but it's not just yet breaking down from this base. So I'm still keeping my Ethereum position in 100% allocated. But closes below, once it closes below this the support that I have marked, if it closes below here, I will de-risk 25% according to my trading plan. Okay, guys? And why it's interesting to look at Ethereum now when the money is flowing from Bitcoin to Ethereum. It's of course it's interesting to look at other assets after Bitcoin has pumped to 100K. For you guys that have thought that Bitcoin has pumped to 100K, yes, this is quite a lot, and it may go further ahead even. But the next interesting thing to look at after Bitcoin is, well, the next major where the money will flow, right? And that's Ethereum, guys. So if Ethereum is not able to outperform Bitcoin just yet, I don't think you should focus an aggressive positioning on your alts just yet. Maybe on some alts, sure, the one that can outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, but if it's not able to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, it will just be very pointless to invest in there right now. That's my point. And the last data that I want to show you that's interesting about ETH today from 5 May 27, I'm sorry, 27 May, or even 14th of May, Ethereum has seen inflows, stable inflows, guys. Okay, until today, even when Bitcoin dumps, okay, e Ethereum ETF still collects this Ethereum position. See, it's always positive day by day, by day by day by day. So I don't want you guys to be scared of this dip. And honestly, there's nothing to be afraid just yet until it actually does invalidate our my thesis, which is below 2000K. So if it does go below this 2000 level, I would cut loss on my position. It means the trade is invalid, right? And so, well, at current levels, it's not invalid. It's still ongoing. I would even add my position here if Ethereum does goes here. And I think that's such a blessing for my long-term bags, guys, right? This is also a possible trend line. And yeah, I don't think much can be said if anything is not proven just yet. But that's all I can say for today, guys. And I hope you guys position well. And I don't want you guys to let this noise, this drama, this war and drama between Trump and Elon distract you from the real goal here, from the real thing, from the real data that supports that the Bitcoin asset and the crypto asset will still keep going up until at least this August or at least the end of 2025. That's in my opinion, my long-term view. Okay, guys. So good luck out there. Don't over risk. Don't be too aggressive just yet. Wait and see and have your invalidations. Always have your trading plans and always manage your risk. Okay. Till next time.